college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will put total leather and we'll get started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Tigers offense will take the field first. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 35, he's got room. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Tigers want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down,
and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Cutler. Fires to the big fella. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Henry. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll try the run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot.
Got some room entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quick strike complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Gators have moved it inside the 20. Running back searching for a hole.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He had a head of steam working, but he'll be stopped just inches short of the score.
And how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the 1st down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows.
Touchdown, Florida! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes.
Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And Listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and that's just on to the next down.
Trying to set up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking for a deep man. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Cutler. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage, even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This should be the last play of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Hard running there. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Second down, he'll throw it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just... Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Swings it out to his running back. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Cutler. On the move, he fires. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Memphis will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He gets a block. Touchdown, Florida! Special teams proving to be special. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for a man. It's Cutler. Plucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He's going to get loose. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time to get that stop, to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Cutler. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Turns it loose deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man, it's Abrams.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Gators are in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Third down coming up after that completion. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Gators have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, well, he is hard to bring down.
The Gators will try to punch it in on first and goal. Big fella moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Williams looking for a man. Setting up the screen. Touchdown Gators! And the pummeling has started. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on it today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Memphis will be forced to punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Quickly to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Quick completion on the out route. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Williams will pass. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us. Time again.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Slithers into space. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Caught close to the marker, it's Henry. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Makes a grab down the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This Memphis offense going to work again on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Gonzalez. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bringing the heat. He's got him this time.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Out of the shotgun on third down. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the play on third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Grab near the marker. It's Kendricks. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Memphis heads to the line with a first and goal. Wants to pass it. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off play action. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of it.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Gives it on the option. Got some room to run. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? The give on the option. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future, finding some things here late that they did well.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this.
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gage.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10. Here we go.
Pulled and fired complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Looks as if he'll have enough to give Memphis a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page that they were there.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Sends it back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
It's reverse. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play. They're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to wrap.
Catch inside the 25. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big... there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between you.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game.